to do a little tutorial about Warrior 2 now, Virabhadrasana 2. So we might like to have a chair nearby or a table, something to help stabilize for balance if that is something that feels supportive today. So we'll go ahead and stand up, and then I like to find starfish first when I'm practicing Warrior 2. So the way that we do this, we have our chair nearby if that's supportive. Coming into a wide leg stance and just kind of tuning in there, always inviting that mountain Tadasana shape in our body where there's a nice long spine, reach out through the crown, yielding down through the tailbone, navel hugging spine, gently, right? Like so that we have this whole body connection. Yeah, we're not forgetting about any parts. And if, this is new to us, we're just getting curious about all of that. So right now we're just kind of feeling into the feet, noticing if the weight is resting in the front or the back. We might rock kind of front and back or lean the weight to the outside of the foot and then the inside. Just kind of tuning in there. See if we can find that even weight in the feet. And then from here, we'll just practice starfish for a moment before we come into our Warrior 2 shape. So stretching the arms out wide. We might even rotate the palms facing forward, whatever feels good, just to kind of practice that starfish shape. So reaching evenly into both hands, pressing evenly into both feet. Notice what's happening in the pelvis. Are we tilting forward or slouching forward? Nice big inhale, pressing evenly into all 6 limbs, both feet, both hands, or both legs, both arms, out through the head, down through the tail. On the exhale, there's a condensing or a coming back towards center. Yeah? Okay, let's practice this in Warrior 2. So step the feet back towards center, shake it out, maybe some ankle rolls, release however you need. And then we're gonna go ahead and step our feet wide again. Usually they say it's like if you had a, a drop line from your hand down to your foot, that's about how wide, but I always encourage people to feel into their body, see what feels correct for them. And then we're gonna take the front foot and rotate it towards the top of the mat. And so the front heel either bisects, comes to the center of that back foot, or maybe it's out a little wider, widening that stance. Yeah, kind of tune in there, see what feels best. And then we're gonna take those arms, inhaling, coming back into that starfish. Palms actually face down. And then on the exhale, rotating the head forward, bending into that front knee, softening here. Reaching that tailbone down towards the floor. Lengthening out through the crown of the head. Another big full breath there. On the exhale, condensing back towards center. When you're ready, releasing the arms, straightening into that front leg, pointing both feet forward, heel toe back together, take some steps, come back towards center, shaking it out, maybe leaning into the hips. We'll come into that second side when you're ready. Stepping those feet wide. This time, rotating that front foot to point towards the top of the mat, finding your distance, your foundation. Inhaling, sweeping the arms wide, finding that starfish. On the exhale, rotating the gaze over those front fingers, bending into that front knee. Soft face, kind eyes. So we're looking at, maybe your arms stay up, maybe you need a break. We're looking for our head to be over our shoulders, to be over our hips, coming straight down. So notice if you're kind of leaning forward or leaning back or not, forward, not right over your center, yeah? And for some of us, it might be a shorter stance. For some of us, it might be deeper. Okay, so finding what works best for you. Finding that in-breath, that expansion in Starfish. On the exhale, there's a condensing coming back towards home. Maybe we're using that chair for support. I really should have had it on this side of me. So it would be like so, either holding there or with this arm. Shoulders are relaxed down away from the ears. Checking in with that pelvis. Is it tilting forward or back? When you're ready, releasing, coming back towards center. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me.